Hello and welcome to the third edition of the CA Staff Championship, this time sponsored by BMW Motorsport Power, running a BMW only championship from our first round in the motorsport arena in Oschersleben. So let's get straight to the action. Right. Here we are. Thanks for joining us, everyone, on this third run of the CA Staff Championship. Your commentators, as always, for this session are myself and my co-commentator Doug. Say hello, Doug.
Hello, everyone. Good to be back.
Back after a little hiatus. We'll just change the UI to be CA Racing Purple then. And yeah, we are racing. As you can see, we're using these BMW M325I's. I can't remember the actual model number of these.
I never knew in the first place.
Okay, I will look it up.
Cool.
You see?
And,
oh yeah, I nearly got it right. M235I's. Yeah, I did get it right. So yeah.
Also, let's give a shout out to Actual Panda, who's back again, supporting Ollie for another season. Good to have you back.
Yeah, welcome back to the fold. As you can see, we're having a great time here. And yeah, we'll hopefully be keeping up with some more rounds of the championship. We're going to be running. Let's see how many rounds we've got this time. So we've got today is going to be 2 races at Oschersleben. We've got Red Bull Ring Spielberg next week. Then a break over Christmas. There's a Christmas special, but I'm probably not going to be around to stream it, so it's going to be sad for that one. Then, yeah, races 5 and 6 are going to be at Suzuka on the 5th of January. There's a week break. Then there's races 7 and 8 at Moscow on the 19th of January. Races 9 and 10 at Brands Hatch Indy on the 26th. Another break, and then we finish up the season with Hockenheim on the 9th and Spa on the 16th of February next year. So yeah, we've got a nice 13 race season ahead of us, Doug. What do you reckon about that?
I am really excited. So this is it's a long season. We have a lot more races here and a very different class of cars, and so we get there were some drivers who were really strong in the season before last, couldn't get to grips with the car last season. So now we've got a whole new range of things to see, people's abilities, new races to see, some of whom I know have not raced with in the CA Racing League before, but I know are demons in their own racing time. So I am really excited to see how the new field shapes up.
Definitely. Now, before we look at the drivers, let's take a look at the weather, as we usually do. So yeah, 20 degrees in the air, 29 on the track, a bit warmer on the track than in the air. 1 kilometre an hour wind, and it's sunny and dry, as we love it. I don't think the conditions ever change in race room land, do they, Doug?
No, they have it fantastic. I believe they're even immune to global warming, but it'll be interesting to see if that does change over time.
Interesting.
And perhaps the fair conditions that the racers have today will be treated with a sense of nostalgia in future seasons.
Yes, most definitely. Now, before we get into looking at the drivers, we need to announce our special sponsor for this race. Our special sponsor for this race, as we bring up the standings, is Eggs. Yeah, this broadcast is brought to you by Eggs.
Many thanks to Eggs.
Yeah, many thanks to Eggs for being a very good source of protein. Right, so let's take a look at the field. So, heading up the field so far, it's that demon, Denislav Baleski. Let's take a look at him. There he is, bringing the black and red livery back, now in the BMW. From the Mustang he drove last season. Absolute blinder of a season last season for him. Doug? wasn't it?
Yeah, he won. It was a clear winner on 179 points. It was a full a full 37 points clear of the position 2, Tom Constable.
Yep. Speaking of Tom Constable, there he is in second place, keeping up with Bolevsky there, doing a great job. Only, one ninth of a second, 9/10 of a second off the pace. So, yeah, definitely it's going to be a close one, I think, Doug.
It does, yeah. It's not the whole field. It's fairly tight, all within, all the way up to position 9 are currently within 2 seconds.
Definitely, yeah. Right, heading up in third, we've got Kolyev in the black and yellow B-stripe car. So, great driver, Kolyev. He's always really, really fantastic to watch. He had a bit of an unfortunate season last time round, getting caught out by the safety ratings and not scoring when he should have done. But definitely, hopefully he'll be back for a vengeance this time, and through to score a lot more points. He's doing pretty good now though. It's sitting there in third place. But then, yeah, not too far behind him is the fourth place man, Ian Towers, in the blue bomber there. Towers has had a mixed bag of races last season. He got a few very, very good positions, but towards the end of the season dropped off the consistency a little bit. But generally quite a good racer and always one to watch is Towers. Definitely interesting guy to watch in the scraps amongst. Like getting into that first corner and around the hairpins, you know, Doug.
Yeah, and he's always going for it, and he was often, quite suspiciously common, the 7th place in the final results. But near the end, he was fighting for podium positions quite regularly.
Definitely. Sorry to interrupt you there, Doug, but Tim Regal, one of the newer drivers to this league, has just gone third with an absolute blinder of a lap. He's only 0.02 of a second now behind Constable, so he's got a good 4 minutes and 20 left to really kind of reel Constable in with another hot lap or two. So yeah, very, very interesting.
Fresh competition for this year. Excellent. Definitely.
So we'll see how Tim fares against the rest of this seasoned field. Speaking of seasoned field, we've got Muna Yilmaz, the man of the hour, sitting there in 6th place. He's got a bright red car this time. It's not the flamboyant fluorescent car we saw last time, Doug, but I think we will have no problem in figuring out which one he is. Oh, bit of a spin there. Not sure who that was. I need to learn the liveries a bit before we call them. But yeah, that's. But yeah, Muna seems to be going well in 6th place. Yeah, as we scroll down, we've got Peter Vernon coming up in 7th. Always a very consistent racer, middle of the pack. Brawler is Peter Vernon. Very, he was racing a BMW last time round when we were doing DTM 1992. So it'll be interesting to see whether that translates over to these BMWs here. He might have a bit of an advantage there, Doug.
Indeed, yeah. So we had a couple of BMW drivers last year, didn't we? Was it himself and was it another Peter? Was it Peter Brophy?
No, Peter Brophy was in the
Mercedes.
Yeah, I'm told that Peter Brophy is actually not feeling too well today. So unfortunately for him, he's not going to be able to race tonight. But yeah, we all wish him well here from the commentary box and onto a speedy recovery, so he can come back fighting when we go on to Red Bull Spielberg next week.
It's curiously analogous to the realities of Formula One right now, with Lewis Hamilton recovering from COVID-19.
Indeed. Although, yeah, I'm sure Mr. Brophy does not have the big COVID. So
I don't believe he does.
Yeah. All right. So there, let's take a further look down the field. We've got Sam Prescott returning after a very patchy season last time. It was only in a couple of races last season, but did very well in our first season. Did Mr. Prescott? So, yeah, the man from New Zealand is going to really hopefully bring it home this time. Yeah.
I'm really hoping he has a better time with the cars this year than the Audi last or the really didn't agree with him.
It felt like the DTM 1992 cars didn't really suit him too much. So hopefully this more consistent championship where everyone is driving the same car will benefit him a bit more. Right, going down, we've got Adam Fielding coming in 10th in the Caparol car. I've not seen much of Adam's driving ability in race room, so he's going to be a bit of a wild card, I think. What do you reckon, Doug?
Well, I've seen his driving in real life, and so I would be staying very much out of his way in race room. I am expecting quite a lot, and I've know from a fact in many other online games he is an incredibly competitive player. So I'm actually expecting quite a lot from Adam Fielding.
Yep, so let's take a look, right? We've got Balevsky on pole. Tim Regal managed to pip Tom Constable up into second. Constable starting on third.
Oh, Koliev. Look at that 1,000th.
Yeah, amazing, isn't it? Yeah, Constable starting in third. Koliev starting in fourth. Towers in fifth. Laszlo coming back strong in sixth. We haven't seen Laszlo for a while, but he's back. Mooner in seventh. Peter Vernon in eighth. Sam Prescott in ninth. Adam Fielding in 10th. Kevin Costa coming back strong in 11th. Georgi Balabanov, Mr. Consistency, in 12th. Ollie Salt, fan favourite, in 13th. And Alan Padgham, a newcomer, in 14th. So we've got a nice full grid here. We're going to see some real interesting racing going into that first corner. What do you reckon, Doug?
I think we're about to learn a lot in these first few seconds of this race. Who's a good start, who's got a good grip of handling the corners when there's traffic about. We are going to learn a lot very quickly.
Definitely. Now we go into our 5-minute warm-up. We are still sponsored by eggs, a common source of protein for the working everyday person. Balevsky first out on track for the warm-up. He'll try and get a little bit more track time to really challenge himself. Really challenge himself to pull away. We'll see how that goes. It's always interesting trying a new car because you never know. Like the qualifying and that kind of stuff is different from the race, so you never know. People may get caught up in traffic, or maybe be unfortunately in a racing incident, as they say. So you never know what's going to happen with these kind of races. So it's going to be interesting.
The word in the chat is the secret to Balevsky is you got to send it in. You got to send it on him into turn one and unsettle him. Let's see if anyone's got the gusto to do it.
Indeed. Well, this is a good time to talk over the teams because the team structure this championship has changed a little bit. So each driver will now be a part of a team, like as last time, but the teams now constitute of 3 drivers. So there are 3 drivers per team. There are, I believe, 6 teams. Am I correct, Doug?
There are indeed 6 teams.
There
yes,
are 6 teams. So I will get them up on the screen now. So we've got Team XF2 Racing with Kevin Costa, Balevsky, Javier Orella, who has not joined us for this session, and then we've got the unknowns with Tom Burton, who has not joined us for this session, Matt Perkins, who joined us last championship but has not joined us for this particular session, and Mooner. So Mooner's racing. He's the only member representing the unknowns at the moment. We've got Pilati Racing with Tim Regal, Laszlo Vinch, and Peter Brophy. Peter Brophy unfortunately not being here today. GAS or Gaz Racing Team with Balabanov, Fielding, and Koliev. We got the Magic Touch with Towers, Constable, and Alan Padgham. So that's going to be a strong team, I reckon, Doug.
Yeah, that's a force.
That is a force. And then, yeah, something interesting racing team with Ollie Salt, Peter Vernon, and Sam Prescott. So, yeah, we've got some nice, interesting teams. So, yeah, we'll see how this all plays out, and yeah, hopefully, should be a good championship.
About just over a minute and a half left of the warm up. So we get this championship on the go.
Let's go and have a look at some of the other drivers ripping round. It's Kevin Costa, who had a very hit and miss championship last time round. Was doing quite well in the DTM 1992 cars, but yeah, had a bit of trouble with the consistency. The bit the same as Kolyev, really. But managed to get some good results out of it. I remember Kevin doing particularly well in a couple of races.
I particularly
spin. Back to the pits.
I hope that's not the sign of things to come. But I also do remember Kevin in season 1, where I know he did struggle. He struggled a hell of a lot, right? But it was his very first season, driving. And then season 2, although still challenging, he was a huge improvement. He became a regular midfield player.
Definitely, yeah.
So if his improvement trajectory, we could see some really good things from Kevin this year.
Yeah.
This season.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. This is newcomer Alan Padgham. In the Walkenhorst Motorsport BMW.
I would like to welcome the artificial intelligences that have joined our Twitch chat. Although I will not be, I won't be following their advice. But welcome.
Oh, hello. I mean, yeah, I definitely want to be famous and show the world about Bolevsky's dominance and Balabanov's consistency and Salt's salt.
Okay. Yeah, forget George Russell. This is the real racing story, right?
This is the real racing story right here. The real racing story is Georgi Balabanov. I won't accept any other answer.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's just lining up now.
Yep, here we go. Getting ready to start race 1. I'm going to plonk the camera on towers when I can get it on towers. Oh, 10 seconds until launch. Open the missile silos. Just to remind you, it's me, it's Ben Leach, and Doug Pennant here on commentary.
As if the Command and Conquer quote didn't give it away. Here we go.
Here we go. Got the camera squarely on towers in Smirner's Racing. Oh, and that's a non-start for, or at least a slow start there for Tim Regal. Oh no, absolute disaster there. As he slides down the rankings. Bolevsky gets a clean start off into first. That's Constable in second there. Towers in the pack. Bit of shunting and bunting. That's Mooner at the back of Towers. And Towers has spun! Oh no, disaster! Absolute disaster there for Ian Towers. Got a bit of a bunt from the back.
That was a great move by Stefan Kolyev on the inside going into that first turn. He cut off several drivers and made it stick.
Oh, he must be absolutely gut. We've got a spin back there as well. It's Laszlo. Oh no, absolutely gutting for him. Let's go back up to the front a sec. Okay, we've got this second pack here. It's Kolyev getting away in third. Bolevsky, followed by Constable. Look, they're away. They're already away.
Regal's managed to make up for that and a slight hiccup of a start to get back into fourth.
Good driving there by Tim Regal to get back up into fourth, but he's got to get past Kolyev. Kolyev with that bit of a rumble over the apex. Not destabilising him though. He's doing a very good job of holding on to it. Moon is looking on the inside now. Got a lot of kind of weaving and ducking around.
Oh, he's got a lot of pressure on him from Tim Regal.
Yeah, definitely. We'll go to Tim Regal now. Let's take a look into turn 1. Can Regal get him? Oh, Kolyev comes across, tries and blocks him, but no, Regal's through, up into third. Great driving. Oh, but Kolyev might be back through again, but no. Can he seal the deal? Bit of bunter, bit of... Oh, massive power slide down there. Racing's a non-contact sport, guys. Come on.
And Muna's capitalised on that as well. Kolyev's lost momentum. Muna's pushed his way up, keeping close tabs on Tim Regal.
Good opportunistic drive. Oh, yeah, Kolyev runs at the back of Muna. Muna goes wide. Can Kolyev get back again? No, probably not. That's going to stay.
That's opening Kolyev up to Prescott.
Yeah, Prescott's going to have a go at Kolyev now. As Regal gets away, he's going to try and get now back onto the back of Constable. Let's take a look at this battle here. It's Prescott going hell for leather against Kolyev, trying to get by. Kolyev closing the door at every opportunity. Well, that was a dramatic start, wasn't it, Doug?
That was excellent. Yes. Great start to the season.
Absolutely gutting spin there from Towers. You can see him in the background now. He's gaining a bit more ground back up again. He's just past Pajam. Now coming onto the back of Balabanov.
Less than a second off, so he's got good pace on Balabanov. I expect he'll make a move before too long.
Definitely.
We've got Prescott under pressure from Costa here.
Definitely under pressure from Costa here. Costa is taking a look, but it's not quite got the drive. This is a tight circuit. I'm trying to find a way by. You can see everyone's got their elbows out, trying to kind of wheel on through.
Well, who's gone wide?
Oh, that seems to be that's Adam. That's Adam Fielding. Just going wide there and losing a couple of places there to Ollie Salt, fan favourite, and now he's got Balabanov on the back of him, so he's not going to be pleased with that, and Towers as well. So yeah, definitely not a good one there. But okay, let's go back to this battle here. It's Prescott and Costa. Costa now dropping off the back of Prescott a little bit, allowing him to gain. Allowing Prescott to gain a little bit of breathing room so he can refocus now on Kolyev.
I think Prescott went a bit wide at the previous corner because he was right on the back of Kolyev before the camera switched.
Yeah. Most definitely.
Balabanov's doing very well holding off Towers. Chasing for a while.
Yeah, let's take a look at that battle now. Towers goes a little bit wide there. Looking at Balabanov now. Oh, Balabanov goes wide though. Oh, can Towers get through? Pushes him out a little bit. They're side by side going up the straight. I think Balabanov's got the drive though. Well done, that man. Closes the door. Who's that off? It's
Is that Kevin Costa?
Yes, Costa. Absolute disaster there for Costa. He's moved to the side of the track. It looks like he's slowed down, but he rejoins on the back of Balabanov. Towers is now past Balabanov, so he can now refocus on fielding.
Looks like Pajam, he's having a go at Costa, trying to take advantage of that mistake.
Drag racing down the straight. Costa's going to probably seal the deal on that one, though.
If he can hold a good line over this corner.
Yeah, I think he's got that one. Let's take a look up at the front. Tim Regal has found Tom Constable, and now they are racing tooth and nail for second place. But Muna's looking there in the background like a shark in a paddling pool.
They have not left him behind.
Definitely.
The question we often have to ask ourselves, where on earth is Belevsky?
Yeah, where is he? Let's have a look. He's 6 seconds ahead down the road. There he is.
He is.
He was saying to us earlier that he doesn't like the fact he doesn't get much screen time, and I said, well, you should try doing the racing with only 4 gears, and then see how you do, and then you might get some more screen time.
That's an astonishing gift for putting down the pace in these cars.
Definitely. Feels like he's got a bit of extra room that you can push the accelerator down into.
I think
Well, let's take
Tim
a
Regal
look.
and Constable.
Tim Regal, yeah, he's gotten past
side.
Constable now. Can Constable respond? He's going to try and go wide, but he might let Muna through, and Muna's through. They're side by side.
And he's got his nose ahead. He's got to hold around the outside.
Does Constable have the drive? I think, yeah, Muna puts a wheel out there. Constable's got the drive. He's going to drag race up to that turn there. Round through the S's now. And wow, this is tooth and nail right here.
This is excellent racing. Do we know if Constable ever got the upgrade of a steering wheel?
You know what? I don't actually know.
I don't believe he did. Or I'm not to my knowledge.
He might have bought a steering wheel, but he might have not. I don't know. Let's so yeah, there's right on behind. Oh, there's a bit of contact there, Muna. Bit of a slide. Let's Kolyev back through. Up into 4th place for Kolyev. Muna must be absolutely fuming there. He's going to try his damnedest to get past Kolyev again now. Some really nice close racing up here at the front.
Muna, always one of the most more dramatic overtakers. You need to stand your ground very hard when he is overtaking.
Most definitely. Tim Regal, though, pulling away from Tom Constable now, extended his lead from 3rd place up to 2 seconds. Constable trying to come back, though, clawing him back, but we'll see about that. Let's go down the field to look at this battle. It's Towers against Fielding here. Going to see if Towers can make a move. He's reeling him in ever so slightly, lap by lap, trying to redeem that earlier slide. Although, if we do the reverse start on race 2, then Towers could be in a pretty good position for getting some points here today as well.
Indeed. Towers is doing his best to drive very clean lines.
Yeah, very clean driving there from Towers. Not trying to get up on that apex. Oh, Fielding goes a bit wide. Can Towers get through? No, he kisses the apex a little bit.
Yeah, he stumbled a bit on the inside curve.
Yeah, sits in behind him. He is right up behind him now. He can one wrong move and Towers will be through, I think.
Fielding shutting the door very hard. Towers is going to need a very good.
Oh, yeah, but Fielding goes wide and Towers is through.
Yeah, a very good that. Thank you for finishing that sentence for me, Towers.
All right, let's take a look at Muna. We're on board now with Muna. That's not the camera I wanted. That's the one I wanted. Oh, is that the one I wanted? That'll do. Okay.
Either way, we see just how close he is to Stefan Kolyev.
Very close to Stefan Kolyev at the moment. Let's take a look at that gap. There it is. It's the battle for P4. It's 0.2, 0.3 of a second in it at the moment. I think Muna here trying to make Kolyev force a mistake so that he might be able to get by him. It's all over the back of him. This is a very small track.
Goes very quickly, yes.
It's not quite as small as the I can't remember which track it was, that one we did in the first season with the...
Was that the Silverstone?
Oh yes, the Silverstone.
Stowe?
Yeah, Stowe Long. That's the one.
Stowe Long, that's correct. Yeah.
Stowe Circuit.
That was a diddly circuit.
So yeah, Kolyev puts a wheel wrong. Kamuna drag race him down the straight. He's got the line. But does Kolyev see him? Yeah, Muna's getting a car length in front. Let's go outside and take a look.
He'll be on the inside when they come up to this turn.
Oh, but Kolyev outbrakes him. Very good braking manoeuvre there from Kolyev. The man has no fear.
That's some very good racing there.
Excellent stuff. Let's see.
You can count on Kolyev for drama on track as well. I believe he's the only racer we have seen completely roll the car, which happens in there, but Nürburgring. Oh, he's bullied his way past him. Look at that.
Excellent, great move there. So talking about other people who are having a battle right now, it's Ollie Salt and Ian Towers. Ian Towers, he did get by Salt there for a second, but Salt's clawed it back.
He's making progress though.
Yeah, it looks like Sam Prescott had a spin down there somewhere because he's now behind Fielding.
Yeah.
So yes, Salt is having the pressure piled on him now from Towers. Eking out a little bit of a car's length there. Chat says, don't let him through, Ollie. Keep your elbows out. Yeah, he's got a good couple of lengths there.
Yeah, he got a good exit.
Yeah. In the back of your screen now, you can see Costa. Pajam is still there at the end of the straight. Balabanov, Laszlo Vinch, Fielding and Prescott. Prescott's just got by Fielding, so now he'll be looking for Towers. Ollie Salt, though, the man defending. Towers tries to send it in, but doesn't quite have the drive. But can he get through?
Well, there was I think Ollie lost the back end slightly there.
Yeah, Towers. It's a long way around there, Towers. Ollie keeps his line. Towers he's hungry. He's hungry for that 6th place.
See, I think Towers got the better drive, but Ollie positioned the car very well there.
Yeah, very good defensive driving here from Salt. On this part of the circuit, he does seem to eke out a little bit of a...
Yilmaz's right on Constable.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at that. He must have caught up with Constable somehow, because they were Constable's quite a way back.
These three have been battling for a while now.
Oh,
I think.
big spin there! Oh, it's no! That's Kolyev. A bit of a punt there from Kolyev. Pushing Munar off.
Kolyev giving the place back.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's very, very sporting of Kolyev. Stewart's decision from for Laszlo Vinch. He's got a drive-through penalty because he was ignoring the slowdown warnings. I don't know. I don't know where the slowdown warnings were.
I don't know why we have slowdown warnings. I don't know where you drive through.
Yeah, unless he went into the pits. No, I don't know. But yeah, it looks like this battle has been kind of dissolved a little bit by that incident. So yeah, Tom Constable able to get away now. Munar is there now, and Kolyev being very sporting there and letting Munar have the place back. Obviously didn't mean anything intentional by that shove. But in the background now, we see Salt and we see Towers catching up on these two. So, well, there is 20. Well, there is 22 seconds left of the race. So, if there's a time to do any kind of manoeuvring, it's on this lap.
Now, where is Belevsky? Like, how close is he to the checkered flag? I mean, on this track, you're never far from the checkered flag, admittedly.
I think this race might go another lap. No, it won't. No, this is the final lap because Belevsky will cross the line. Yeah, on when the race distances hit 0. So there's that. So Belevsky crosses the line. Here's your winner.
Staking his claim at the beginning of this championship.
Yeah, absolutely impressive drive by Tim Regal, the newcomer.
Excellent debut performance, if somewhat baffling start.
Excellent stuff. Constable coming across the line in 3rd after that bit of a tussle there.
Another decision on Adam Fielding, failing to ignore slowdown warnings.
Yep, there's
we'll have to find out what those are.
Munar in 4th, Kolyev in 5th. Salt and Towers, oh, that's a close one, but Salt's got it. 6th.
Lights flashing.
That's Towers in 7th, Prescott in 8th, Fielding in 9th. Although we don't think we take into account the penalties. Laszlo in 10th, Costa in 11th, Balabanov in 12th, and Pajam coming along in 13th. They're all pretty close together. Right, okay, so there's a 120-second penalty for Fielding and Vinch, so they are down in 12th and 13th. That's good news for Balabanov and Pajam, who slide up to 10th and 11th respectively. Great racing there. So your race winner is Bolevsky, and the fastest laugh is is also Bolevsky. Let's take a look. Prescott coming out on track now, and also Towers getting a bit of practice in before we go into race 2. What do you reckon to that one, Doug?
That was a good opener. Like a couple of surprises. I was very impressed with Tim Regal's opening, opening performance.
Absolutely, very impressive drive from Tim Regal.
I feel very bad for Towers after because we could see his racing was good, but just that spin, what it did to his time, especially that far early on when everyone's so close together.
Definitely that opening tussle that costed Towers all those places was not very good in the end, but he did manage to claw it back up to 7th place, so a good respectable drive there from Towers, clawing his way halfway back up the field. But yeah, we'll see what race 2 holds though. I'm not sure who will be on what position. We'll have to definitely see.
What the system does.
Yeah, what the system does, and we don't control the system. The system controls itself.
I was a little worried you were going to say the system controls us. And
the system doesn't control. Well, I mean, maybe the system does control us.
Sometimes feels like it.
All these people are made of cardboard.
Yeah, the system absolutely controls them.
Yeah, the system does control them.
At least I hope it does. If it doesn't, then that's even more frightening.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, this isn't like the notion that there is free will trapped within these frozen souls is much worse.
It's all right, Doug.
But yeah, let's not go down that.
Yeah, it's okay. Like, and I'll tell you why it's okay is because we've got several fire engines on station to put out any of the fires that that discussion may cause.
That's good to know.
The fire brigade here today are a very respectable group of gentlemen who and ladies who will put out any and all fires.
And I think that looks like a medical van in the background as well. I
Yeah.
know it's a very well prepared circuit.
Yeah, and in Wales, as they would say, the ambulance.
I didn't know that.
I don't actually know if that's how it's pronounced, but
I always enjoyed the German word for ambulance.
Krankwagen or
Krankenwagen.
Krankenwagen. Yeah.
Krankenwagen.
Basically, ill car, as it roughly translates to. Ollie Salt says he's mega sweating after that race. Good drive, mate. Good drive.
He had to fight for that position. That was great.
Absolutely. Let's get down into the pits and look at some pit lane chat. So Peter Vernon dropped out of that race. His headset ran out of battery. So technical problems there for Peter Vernon.
That's a frustrating DNS.
Yeah, that was a Kolyev apologising to Muna there. And Muna definitely appreciating the sportsmanship there. No love lost between those two. And yeah, Towers, Assault also saying, sorry to Towers for blocking you. That's the point. You've got to block him. Otherwise he's going to take your place.
You mad blocking him.
Absolutely mad blocking him. But yeah, as we go, we got 1 minute left of this warm-up before we hit into race 2. What's your prediction, Doug?
Well, we've seen what Bolevsky does, even starting several pieces down the pack. He's usually up into the podium positions before the first turn. But it's going to be interesting because I'm expecting him to escape away. He's shown again like this, and he's mastered every car that we've put in front of him. But
what if? I'm very excited to see what the race between Bolevsky and Regal is going to look like.
Yeah,
if they both manage to get away at the same time,
they're going to have to put the work in. Yeah,
definitely. In that previous race, Bolewski got away, but Regal didn't get away until a few laps in. So there was a bit of a gap there. But if they manage to get away at the same time, I wonder what's going to happen.
Indeed. I also think we've got some fairly fast drivers. For example, Towers is quite out of position where he is, but he will be right on the front when we have this restart, I expect.
Right on the front, yeah. He is right on the front.
If he gets away, he could take some catching.
Definitely, most definitely. So yeah, it looks like your grid is Towers.
That's Ollie. That's Ollie on.
Yeah. So Towers in the front of your screen. Ollie towards the left-hand side. Then you've got Kolyev and Muna. But there are people in front of these guys. I believe Prescott is in front.
Can we see who's in P1? Can we see what the?
We
the
cannot
is?
until everyone hits go. We can't see.
Okay, we just fixed on Muna in the middle of the screen.
Yeah. We'll be soon seeing who is where. There we go. So yeah, it's Prescott on pole, followed by Towers on second, Salt in third. We're going to focus on Towers again as we go. There you see, there's Prescott in the corner of your screen. And it's go, go, go for race 2. Towers gets away. Absolute screaming start from Towers. Really, really good start there from Towers. Gets ahead of Prescott. He's going into turn 1 with the lead of the race. Bit of a shove there between Salt and Kolyev. Let's go back a little bit. Oh, but Towers is a bit of a technical failure, and he spun again. No, not on turn 1 again, Towers. What happened there, mate?
How on earth?
How on earth did that happen?
Prescott's made the most of that. He's getting away from this group.
Absolutely, Prescott is screaming away.
Look at that. Tim Regal just sweeping past.
Tim Regal carving him up. Bumper to bumper with Salt now. And Kevin Costa and Mooney Yamaz in. Let me look at the numbers. 4th and 5th there.
That was almost a moment from Ollie. That's a hold.
Bit of a bounce over the apex there from Kolyev. Here comes Regal. Bolewski there in the background, lurking.
He's getting closer and closer. He's on back with Muna now.
Definitely. Prescott is getting away a little bit now. Oh, bit of a shove there. That's Salt going for a spin, maybe. No, but he manages to keep it. Very, very good control there from Salt, but he loses a couple of places down to Costa and Yilmaz.
I think that was 3-way contact.
It was a 3-way contact.
Yeah, because Muna was in the side. Muna was in the side of Costa as well.
A bit of a Salt sandwich there.
Yeah. Salty sandwich.
Salty sandwich.
They need a quote pod.
Yeah, just to remind you that our broadcast today is brought to you by eggs, the Shelley delicious treat that you could boil, fry, scramble, or poach. Do anything with them. They're great, and they come out of chickens' bums. Right, let's go for it. It's Regal.
Look at this scrap with Kolyev.
They're trading paint something fierce here. See, Kolyev is driving very defensively here, using every inch of the track to try and keep Regal behind him. Meanwhile, Prescott extending his lead to about 2 seconds now. It's a very good drive from Sam. We haven't seen him being this dominating since the first championship.
No.
So it's good to see him back up there with racing with the rest.
Bolewski's got past Constables right on the back of Salt now.
Yeah,
see if he takes him into turn 1.
We'll go down the pack a second. There's Constable. Bolewski going wide there.
On the outside.
In. He's having a look. He's having a cheeky look, but
this battle's giving Constable, giving him room to catch up.
I bet it's giving him some ideas as well on how he's going to get by. Oh no, it's Salt into the barrier! The pressure was too much. He's out! He's back on. There we go.
There might have been some contact between the front of Bolewski's car and that rear left to send him spinning into the barrier.
Yeah, but now he's got Towers to deal with and coming fresh back onto the track and dealing going straight back into a battle. That can't be good.
Oh, he was driving very well there. Battling with the front runner.
We're going to have to ask what happened to Towers on the first lap. Man, he's absolutely binned it.
Yeah, he was absolutely getting away. Like, I hope it wasn't a technical problem. But
yeah. Well,
he's again having to fight his way up. He's getting a lot of practice with this today.
Yeah, definitely.
And here he is again, fighting with Ollie Salt.
He's giving it a go. Meanwhile, it's Costa and Balabanov here fighting tooth and nail for what I believe is 7th place. Oh no, that's Costa and Fielding. Sorry, Costa and Fielding. Yeah.
And Costa go round the outside.
Round the outside.
And Fielding's got the position well to cut that off. Don't know how much drafting there is in this setup.
Certainly an interesting question. Let's take a look at the top. It's Tim Regal going a bit wide there and losing 3 places.
It's an uncharacteristic mistake there.
But they've caught up to Prescott. Something awful now. Like, that's Kolyev looking for Prescott. That's Mooner in second. Regal in third. Regal's trying to get them all round the outside. But I think he's basically going to be out of luck there. Mooner's going to cut back in. Regal's going to get pushed wide.
It's going to see the group. And there's Belevsky.
Comes back in. A little bit of a tap. Mooner, they're giving each other a little bit of tap. Either way, but... that's a deep break there. Prescott.
That's a good line. That's a good line from Kolyev.
Definitely. Kolyev is up in a first and
he's taking it.
Definitely. You can see Valesky there has caught onto the back of Mooner there, and he's there. He's menacing.
This battling is all just playing into his hands.
Yeah.
Prescott wants to attack Kolyev, but he's got to defend from Regal.
Don't you understand, guys? That's what Valesky wants. He wants you to fight between yourselves, so he can take your delicious places. But yeah, Kolyev pulling out a little bit of a lead now. Regal stacked up behind Prescott. If Regal can get by Prescott, then that'll unlock him to go and chase after Kolyev.
If Kolyev
Prescott's binned it. He's had a bit of a spin there. I don't know if there was any contact. We didn't catch it, but disappointing there for Prescott. He was doing so well towards the beginning of this race. Let's head back up to
tragic
this battle.
Nose to tail.
And look, Valevsky's got passed into second. He just that sneaky man got on through in his Red Bull Racing BMW.
The Constables caught right onto the back of them as well.
Yeah, it's good racing there from Constable. Just goes to show that a good clean drive can really kind of pay the dividends.
Especially when there's a mosh pit in front of you.
Especially when there's a mosh pit in front of you. Bit of buntering and boring, trading paint, whatever you want to call it.
Costa and Fielding side by side. Like, Costa's putting out some very good fighting drives. This is great to see.
Absolutely great, yeah, definitely. That's an early braking from Fielding. Yeah, bit of contact, pushes Fielding wide, and Costa's by, he's through.
If he can hold that line, yeah, I think he's going to have that drive.
Yeah, I think so too. If he can keep his nerve and then start extending that a little bit, he'll be away. Oh no, Fielding has a really late break and sneaks on through, but gets pushed out wide, and Costa's back again.
He's going to have to make these moves stick over several times.
Bit of a punt there from Prescott.
Prescott is getting impatient with these two.
Yeah, and that allows Towers to reel this group in and potentially benefit. So all the while he's having a think about how he can get through.
It's a four-way battle for 6th.
Yeah, everyone is wanting those delicious points. We've got 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes left of this race.
Ilna's still all over the back of Regal. He's just under a second off.
Yeah, it looks like Salt's dropped a bit further back. He's now sitting there in 13th. Unfortunate for all the Ollie Salt fans out there.
There's a lot of big Fs going on in the chat.
Yeah, big Fs. Let's take a look. Back at the front a sec. It's Bolevsky from Regal, from Muna, from Tom, coming up in 5th. So yeah, still all of these guys are within striking distance of each other, but it's just depends how it goes. Anything can happen. 5.5 minutes left, just about. Let's go back down and check out this epic fight. Towers now getting onto the back of Costa. Prescott stuck in the middle of this Costa Fielding sandwich.
Fielding's keeping it together, keeping his buzz behind. He's clearly got a very good fighty drive.
Yeah, he definitely got no qualms about putting his foot down when it matters.
Yeah, because he's not leaving them behind on pace. But even when they've been in front, he's already pulled some pretty good moves to get behind. But I say that
looks like Prescott's going through.
On the place.
Yeah, and Fielding's right up behind him. Depends how the lines go. Yeah, you see Fielding's just trying to have a little look through. Is there any space?
I think Prescott's made this one stick.
Yeah,
Fielding's got to defend.
Definitely got to defend now against Costa and Towers, who are right on behind there now. Oh, Fielding, bit of a jump over the apexes there.
There's a bit of a bumpy line.
Didn't lose any time over it, but yeah, it looks like Bolevsky's made it past Kolyev. Surprise, surprise.
That's happened. We wondered if it was just a matter of time. I mean, Kolev's not driving badly; he's driving very well.
Yeah, it's always. I think it's always just a matter of time. But saying that, like, you've got Regal there, you've got Kolyev there, you've got Muna there. Constable a bit further back now, and then obviously this fight going on here. So there's plenty of action out on the track. Salt's now caught up to Padgham and is now going to have a go at 12th place. Here's the look, great send there from Costa, but goes out wide. Can Towers capitalise? No, not quite. He's a little bit way off the back there. Yeah, pretty epic send there from Costa, going through on the inside, but just going too far out wide and not being able to make it stick there. Ooh, bit of contact there. Fielding keeps his cool.
Has Costa got the drive on that moment though? Not quite.
Costa is trying. Oh wow, yeah, great drive through that straight.
That's excellent. He can probably hold this. You can't. Vinch is only about 2.5 seconds. He pulled out about 1.5 seconds on this battle.
He's definitely having a look. Here's Laszlo. Look at how close he's got now. Yeah. I swear he was a lot further back at the start of that straight.
Ooh, look at that. I think he's still just about.
Oh, Towers straight through. Very clean move there. Sorry to break up. Sorry to interrupt there, Doug, but absolutely great move there by Towers. Just finding that gap and sailing on through. Up into 8th place. But Fielding won't take that lying down. He's going to be all over the back of Towers now, trying to get by.
He's looking for the quicker line because he couldn't. There was no opportunity to outbrake there.
Let's take a look off the back of. Yeah, this is the back of Costa now.
Prescott starting to pull away from this battle. Look at that! Oh.
Yeah, Prescott got only a 2 second, around 1.7 seconds off of Costa.
So just over 1.5 minutes left of this race. There's still plenty of places that could change.
Most definitely.
It's a heavy battle over second. There's still quite a quite a forceful battle here over sixth. Although it looks like sixth is confirmed, so it's maybe over seventh.
You see Laszlo lurking at the edge of your screen now, coming onto the back of this fight.
He's only 1.1 seconds off the back of Fielding. He's going to be. Don't know if that's going to be enough time to make a move, but if there are any mistakes, he'll be there.
Yep, definitely. Let's take a look at the battle for third place. It's battle
for second, really.
Well, battle for second, really. I guess so. It's Kolyev, Regal, and Yilmaz going at it. They've got 48 seconds to give it a go. So we'll see. I'll tell you what, though. Towers gets up past Costa. That puts him into 7th place, and if you remember, Doug, 7th place is Towers' favourite place. So
it is. Did you finish 7th last race?
He finished 7th last race, yeah. So
how does this happen? Or is that a careful? Maybe that was a tactical move at the
orchestrated, beginning? Carefully orchestrated by the man himself.
Tactical spin, tactical bin.
Tactical spin, tactical bin. That's what you want to call it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a bit of a tap there.
I think he was trying to psych him out, like looking for a room down the inside. But that was a slow move because Adam's right back. Fielding.
Yeah, we have reached race distance now. Let's see. This is Bolevsky coming across the line.
Finch is side by side with Fielding as well when that comes back.
First place. That is Kolyev in second. That is
driven.
Regal in third. Yilmaz in fourth. Constable coming along the line, racing all on by his lonesome in fifth. Here comes Prescott.
He's found himself some clear air ahead of that nonsense.
And then, a bit of shunting and bunting. Looks like Costa's going to finish in 7th with Towers in 8th. Fielding in 9th. Laszlo finishing in 10th. Not quite enough race distance left to catch onto the back of these guys.
I think because he was right there with Fielding. I think he may have had a moment, where Fielding got away from him.
So Balabanov finishing in 11th. Wiggle. Here comes Salt, the battered and bruised. Picks him Adrenaline Motorsport. Bit of a showboat for the crowd. Cheers, Ollie.
He's off.
Yeah,
he's changed his mind.
Yeah, and it looks like Pajam's going to take 12th place then.
Yep.
Great job, Alan. That's not the way to earn points, Ollie. Come on.
That's exactly not the way to earn points. I think that's the one non-point scoring position on the track.
I'm not sure how many points 12th gets you. Is it 1?
1. 12 gets you 1 point, but 13 gets you exactly 0.
This is memes.
We're getting a message from his team radio. He pressed handbrake instead of lights by accident.
Yeah, fair. Okay, so it's Bolevsky in first, Kolyev in second, Regal in third, Yilmaz in fourth, Constable in fifth, Prescott in sixth, Kevin Costa in seventh, Ian Towers in eighth, Laszlo Vinch in ninth, Balabanov in 10th. Adam Fielding would have finished in 9th, but had a 30-second penalty for reasons unknown. I don't know. So he finishes in 11th. Alan Pajam in 12th. And the showboating, donut eating, wheel spinning,
handbrake
pressing, wiper waving, indicator flashing, Ollie Salt in 13th. Unlucky for some.
Yeah.
Good race, everyone. So we'll be back next week. Thanks for joining us in this first race of the the third, CA Staff Championship with BMW Power M Sport. This race brought to you by Eggs, the very delicious protein-filled treat. Microwave them, put them on the hob, fry them on the grill. So there's plenty of things you can do with eggs. Join us next week when we'll be racing from Red Bull Spielberg. Same cars, and as ever, stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time. You want to say goodbye, Doug?
Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for coming on.
Take it easy. All the best.